Hey everybody, welcome to this video guide for the achievement A Feather in Your Cap in Hitman for Xbox One. Now this achievement is for completing all of the opportunities on the Colorado location. And the first opportunity we're going for is Doomsday Watch. What I like to do when I go for opportunities is to just simply track the opportunity. It makes it a lot easier to follow the objective. Now, first thing you're going to want to do is head down this path and acquire one of the guards' disguise. For me, I take both of these guys out just because I find it easiest that way, but you can let one of them pass and kill one of them just to grab their disguise. Also, please be aware that in this video, I don't show you how to kill any targets necessarily, I just show you how to simply complete the opportunity for the achievement. Next up, we are going to be heading into the compound after we've acquired an appropriate disguise. Now that you've entered the compound, you'll want to pick up the blueprints for the target's watch. And after you've picked up the blueprints, you'll want to head towards the farmhouse. Before you're able to enter the farmhouse, you'll need to pick up a militia elite disguise, otherwise you'll just get spotted right away. The militia elite disguise can be found directly in front of the farmhouse inside of this trailer. Watch when you equip the militia elite disguise because there are some people around that can spot you. Odds are you'll be fine. From there, you're going to want to head inside of the house and head into the target's room. As you make your way up, watch out for any guards that can spot you. Now, you're going to head to the target's room through the window and make sure that you jump in the window when this other guard is unable to see you. So right now he's in a perfect position for me to jump in. You can knock out that guard or just simply sneak past him, but what you're going to do is look for the explosive battery. The explosive battery is actually on the table that's in the separate room to the left. I kind of passed by it. It's right here. There we go. Now that we've picked up the explosive device, we gotta locate the hacker's phone. The hacker's phone can be found in the hacking room, I guess that's what it would be called. It's on one of the desks at the back. Just make sure they don't spot you when you pick it up, as it is an illegal action. Now what you're going to do is go all the way back to the farm grounds, essentially in the building that we started in. So you saw the blueprints for the watch, it's right beside that. It's going to be a bit difficult to interact with the watch without getting spotted, so at a certain point I just kind of gave up and tampered with it already, because once you complete that, the opportunity is completed.
Huh? Not worth the bloody hassle. Oi,
Excellent.
what are you doing here?
I dare say Rose is about to get a taste of his own medicine.
Next up, we have the opportunity Overpowered. So for this opportunity, we're going to be going down the same path again, but instead of taking out any guards or taking their disguises, we're just going to sneak past them. And then we're going to jump through the fence hole that's right before the entrance to the compound that I would normally take. After we've jumped over the fence, we're going to be luring over an explosive specialist so we can grab his disguise. First thing that we have to do is turn on the radio so that way we can lure him closer. Once he turns off the radio, we're going to throw a coin farther into the corner so that we can take him out and take his disguise.
shut up. Huh? Looks like somebody is throwing stuff around. I'm gonna have a look. Out. Okay. Got me!
Now that we've picked up the disguise, we're gonna dump his body and we're gonna go pick up some nitroglycerin for the opportunity.
You need to get your head checked, buddy.
What we're going to be looking at right now is the opportunity revealing document. So you can read it, or you don't necessarily have to read it to complete the opportunity. But I'm just reading it so that way I can track the opportunity. The nitroglycerin can be found in the garage that's next to the farmhouse, or it can be located in a stash here. You'll want to distract the guard that's located here by turning off the generator and waiting for him to leave the area so you can pick the nitroglycerin. Now that we've picked up the nitroglycerin, we're almost done with the opportunity. All we have to do now is overpower the explosive gel mixture, which is simply interacting with it.
Good to go.
Now, what you can do is you can lure these two guards away from the gel mixture by triggering generator there, but I just interacted with the mixture. It is an illegal action, so you will get spotted if you do not clear the area, but this does complete the opportunity.
Identify yourself. Show me your hands now.
Well done, officer. When Rose comes back, he's in for an
Next up is 3 different opportunities all in one session. So I will be showing you the appointment opportunity, I'll be showing you the tongue-tied opportunity, and the audition opportunity. This is also tied into the achievement that is called Soup Sandwich, where you kill all the targets in 3 different manners. I have also done a video guide on that achievement, which you can find located at the top right in that fun little eye. Now, to continue on with our opportunities, we are going to go down this right path and take the disguise from one of these guards. You can take out both of the guards, or you can let one of them walk away so you can take out the other one. Now that we've got our disguise, we are going to be heading into the compound and through the fields to get the point man disguise.
Jesus. What are these?
Hell of a baptism by fire.
Once you arrive at this building here, you will find 2 people in point man disguises. You just need to subdue one and take his disguise. I just kill them both because otherwise I would have to wait for them to clear the room. Now that we've gotten our point man disguise, we are going to head to one of the targets that can be found in front of the barn and start to talk to her. Once you talk to her, she'll talk about a briefing that you need to show up to, and you're going to head to that right after.
That is Maya Parvati.
Bag. Any broken bones?
Wounded pride. That's all.
Good to hear. All right, head over to the briefing area. We'll resume in a moment.
Rose, provide.
Oh, you were at Jordan Cross's funeral, huh?
Once you've sat through the briefing, you will now begin the sequence of this motorcade assault.
Get in position.
Before you begin the sequence, you will want to pick up the crowbar that can be found on the back of the limo, and you will also want to disable the safety system for the masher. Keep in mind that this is an illegal action and you do not want anybody to see you turning off this safety system. Now that the safety system has been disabled, you can begin the sequence. For the sequence, all you need to do is shoot the 4 dummies that are found inside of the car, take the documents from the back seat, and finally press the button in front of the limo. Now that you have completed the sequence, that is the opportunity completed. The targets will soon line up in front of the masher and you can simply kill them.
Spectacular. He'd make an excellent assassin.
I don't like the
Now moving on to the opportunity for tongue-tied, which requires you to overdose the hostage found inside of the basement of the farmhouse. You will want to begin by getting a militia elite disguise, which you can find in this garage here, by taking out one of the guards, and then you can head into the farmhouse. Try your best not to mess up like I did and get caught dragging a body, but you know, as long as you're safe afterwards with a militia elite disguise you haven't been compromised in, you're safe.
Time to step up. It's go time. Roger that. Disappeared. Watch your six. Come in, command. How copy? Over. Okay.
Drop
there's
the
this
body,
man
dirtbag.
dragging the body around. Dressed as a guard or something. I don't get it. What's going on?
Now that we've got a militia elite disguise, you can search around this garage for the basement key and start heading over to the farmhouse. You don't need to get anything else while you're here. This is just for my other run.
No sign of him here. Hey, you. What seems to be the problem here? Some fellas being a nuisance to everyone. We need to stop them. Command, I have nothing.
Alright, so once you're inside of the house, you can enter the basement using the basement key that you picked up from the garage. You'll want to avoid getting spotted by the guard or multiple guards if the target is currently down there while you overdose the hostage. Once you overdose the hostage, that is the opportunity completed. The opportunity will complete once the target actually enters the basement, but you don't need to be present. Now, moving on to the audition opportunity. For this opportunity, you will be luring one of the targets to the slurry pit. And to begin, we will be grabbing an Interpol badge and taking the military technician's disguise. The first thing that we're going to do is lure over the military technician by turning on this faucet.
All set for the sting? Sure. Got a badge in my pocket. Prep my line.
Once the faucet is turned on, we're going to get out of the area so that way we can sneak up behind him.
Whatever.
Now, there are two things you want to make sure of when you subdue this military technician. You first want to make sure that he turns off the faucet before you knock him out. And you also want to make sure you use the garrote to take him out. If you don't use the garrote, you will be heard by the surrounding guards. Now that we have acquired his disguise and picked up his Interpol badge, we can now talk to the target and tell her that we will meet her at the slurry pit.
No trespassing beyond this point. This is your first warning. Don't come back here. Hope you understand that.
Some kind of prodigy.
Hang. It's just a weapon, okay?
I'm serious, man. I'm sorry if you can't handle it, but in this world, I know I can trust you. Penelope Graves.
I'll see you there.
Someone should get her drunk. Maybe she gets Chad.
Now you are going to head to the slurry pit, which can be found right beside the barn. Once you've had your final conversation with the target, the opportunity has been completed.
A few moments to think about it.
She will then ask her guards
Good work,
to
47.
walk away and give her some privacy, at which point you can push her into the slurry pit. This is not required for the opportunity, however, it is an easy kill.
On Rose's request, but oh, guess what? I'm a big girl. I can handle myself for a few minutes, all right? Thank you.
Think, Graves. How did they get to you?
Flight out of Lyon under assumed name. Passport provided through Delgado and that Vanisher guy.
And finally, we are on our last opportunity, the opportunity Unclean, which is essentially just you triggering the target's OCD by manipulating certain things in his room. So from the initial starting location, we are going to go down the right path. We're going to be grabbing a military soldier's disguise from one of the 2 military soldiers that can be found here. And we are going to be entering the compound.
That is Sean Rose.
Once you have entered into the compound, you will want to head to the greenhouse to pick up Graves' journal to reveal the opportunity.
I've spent all the significant moments in my life with this weapon. I sometimes feel like
Be aware that picking up this journal is an illegal activity and you will be noticed if you do not wait for the greenhouse to clear. Once you have picked up the journal, you will want to head into the garage to pick up the hallucinogenic drugs and also to get a militia elite disguise from one of the 2 guards that you can find here.
I just watched an interview with that billionaire presidential candidate last night. You know, the one with the famous hairdo. Eyes open! Security! He's on me! He's on me!
Now that we have picked up the drugs and equipped the militia elite disguise, we're going to head to the back of the farmhouse where we poison the target's cigarettes with the hallucinogenic drugs. This will be an illegal action, so you want to make sure that the area is clear for you to do so.
Slightly annoyed, will admit to that. Not more, though. Keeping it in check. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Huh.
Huh. Man, I swear, these sort of things happen more to me than anybody else. I don't want to say I'm cursed or anything. Really? I mean, come on.
Now that we have poisoned the target's cigarettes, we're going to head up to his room, where we will be moving some pencils on his desk to trigger his OCD. But before we head to the room, we are going to tamper with the clock on our way there.
Stand back, please. I will investigate.
Once you have moved the pencils on the target's desk, the opportunity has been completed. And should you have completed all the opportunities for this location now, the achievement is yours.
Together, 47. This ought to rattle his cage.